On this Food City Friday, we want to introduce Nicole, and I'm going to ask you to say your name again because I have been butchering it all morning, but I want to get it right. Pazdziorko. Pazdziorko. Thank you for being here today. You're one of two new registered dietitians at Food City, and we want to welcome you aboard here on Daytime Tri-Cities.
Thank you.
It looks like we're going to be talking about some fruits starting off this morning.
Fruits, yes. So fresh, frozen, and canned are a great way to get your 2 servings of fruits, 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. You know, a lot of people, when they hear fresh and frozen food, they may not instantly think of health and nutrition, but in fact, fresh and frozen can be just as nutritious and sometimes even more nutritious than their fresh versions.
And if you can't find the fresh, that is the best way to go.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're going to start us off with something I've never even thought about trying before. Broiled grapefruit. Broiled
grapefruit. So grapefruit is one of those citrus fruits that is in season in the winter months. So it's a great option for fresh. And what I've done here for the broiled grapefruit, I take 2 grapefruit halves, and you can cover it with a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup so it gets that good caramelization, and stick it in the broiler for 4 to 5 minutes until you get a little bit of that color. I really like topping it with some vanilla ricotta or yogurt, and it makes a great breakfast or snack option with a little bit of protein.
You know, I think most of us grab a grapefruit and we slice it in half, and then we maybe put a little sugar, or if you're watching, you know, put some Splenda or something on there, and just get a spoon and work on it.
And it's excellent like that too.
This is another way to go. I mean, I've never thought about that.
Just spruces it up a little bit.
You know, we were talking about, you know, when you grill pineapple, it caramelizes it. Same principle here.
Exactly.
All right. Another great way to get that and get plenty of fruits in your diet, smoothies.
Smoothies. I love smoothies even in the winter months, and especially blueberries. Blueberries are one of those fruits. They're a nutrient powerhouse. They have vitamin C, antioxidants, and certain B vitamins too. So they go great in smoothies. You don't have to add ice because the frozen fruit is already there. But since they're in season only in the summer months, they really make a great addition. This is a go-to for me.
And I love you blended that up, and it looked amazing when you were blending it up. You put a lot of good stuff in there.
Yes. So there's a cup. It's very simple to make. It's a cup of milk, about 2/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt. You can use plain or vanilla for a little extra sweetness, and then a cup of berries.
And you trust me, when you go to your produce department at Food City or the frozen section at Food City, you can find plenty of berries.
They have a ton of options.
Right. And I want to bring this over. I'll bring this over to you, but this is a baked almond and cherry baked oatmeal.
Yes, absolutely. I love a bowl of oatmeal, but sometimes on mornings when I'm really busy or on a run, I don't have the time to sit down and eat a thing of hot oatmeal. So baked oatmeal is the way to go if you have a little extra time on the weekends. And in this, I use canned cherries, canned tart cherries. So the key is looking for cherries with no added sugar. They should be in water or 100% juice instead of syrup. And that's going to make sure that you're getting peak nutrition, but not a lot of extra calories and sugar. So I just topped the baked oatmeal with a little bit of almonds and the cherries, and you're good to go.
And oatmeal is one of those superfoods, in my opinion. I mean, I ate a lot of oatmeal growing up. Most of the time, you know, throwing that butter and brown sugar in there. But oatmeal, you can do it cold, you can do it hot, either one.
Yeah, and it still tastes delicious. It's a little bit like a granola bar.
You know, when we talk about Food City's produce department, and that includes fruits and vegetables, very picky at Food City about what you all put out there for your clients and your customers to buy.
Absolutely, and it's peak quality. And one way that Food City makes it easier to select your frozen and your canned fruits and vegetables is the Pick Well program. So look for the no added sugar or dietitian's pick label when choosing your frozen and canned fruits and
the great thing about that Pick Well program, if you have some gluten allergies or you have certain diet that you're doing, that is a great way to look for those labels when you're in the store.
Absolutely. It really takes the work out of it for you.
And I want to ask you, you know, on this baked oatmeal, what do you bake it at when you get it all put together? What do you bake it at, and how long do you bake it for?
Yep, so 375 for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean.
Ah, okay, just like cake.
Just like cake, exactly. A healthified version.
You know, we've been talking about barbecue and cake and all this other good stuff. Great tasty and nutritious ways to start your day or any meal during the day.
Absolutely.
All right, Nicole, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to having Nicole with us, and we're going to introduce you to another brand new registered dietitian at Food City coming up here in just a little while. If you want to find out more, go to foodcity.com.